Now in this session, we're going to look at pre-valuing your acquisition for comfort. One of the things that we found over the years is that for people that don't do property investment a lot, one of the things they like to do is say, well, look, I want to buy it subject to finance. Now, you've got to understand that if you're trying to extract the best deal from the vendor and then say to him, well, hang on, now I've done that, I can't actually sign an unconditional contract, I need 14, 21 days to organise my finance. The vendor doesn't really want to take, particularly in the current market, take the property off the market for that period of time. He'll say, well, you go and sort out your finance and then come back to me. In actual fact, you don't have to buy it subject to finance, you have to buy it subject to a satisfactory valuation. Right? As soon as you think of it like that, it's a whole new ballgame. So what I started to do for my clients is I said to, and you've got to understand also, and this is where this whole thing with commercial property is, you've got to find out what the rules are and play by them. Right? Don't accept what people tell you has to happen, question it. Now, you've got to understand that the traditional way is you buy a property, you go to the bank or a finance broker, they then tell you they'll lend it and you agree on terms, and then they go and get a valuation done. The only thing common in the whole thing is the valuation. So what we said is, well, given at this point we know before our clients buy the property that they're going to buy the property. In most cases, it's an after the event thing that finance happens. So we went to a valuer, a leading valuer, and said to them, would you be prepared to, in advance of a purchase being made, give us a confirmation, generally by email, of a figure up to which you would be prepared to support. So it's not a valuation, but we've given them all the information we've got. In most cases, this valuer will know the property anyway, or know of the property and has all the sales evidence available to them. And therefore, we get from them that pre-valuation. You say, well, why would they be interested in doing that? Well, the reason's simple. They are on 95% of all banking valuation panels, right? But the problem being on a panel is the banks rotate it. So if you're one of 10, you've got a 10% chance of getting the valuation. This way, they have a 100% chance of getting the valuation if our client buys the property. And that's the deal.